What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 14 of the Lipstick Nerds podcast. I'm your host, Nikki Powell, and joining me today are my fabulous co-hosts, Miranda Sanchez.
Hello, and hello, Ben. I was supposed to give him a shout out, so there it is.
Oh, okay. Well, Ben, hi. And actually, I'm down to co-host tonight. Amanda is on her way, and Samantha is at work. But we do have a very, very special guest joining us today, Miss Cheryl Quinn. Go ahead and say hi.
Hi.
All right, so tonight's episode is going to be a fireside chats kind of episode. No topic constraints, anything goes. If you're watching live, send us questions or questions for Cheryl, anything, tweet us at Lipstick Nerds or email us, lipsticknerdsmlg@gmail.com, and we'll check sporadically through the show. So first, I want to start off. Cheryl, why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, what you like, anything and everything.
Well, okay, like she said, my name is Cheryl Quinn. Quinn's not my real last name. I have been obsessed with Harley Quinn since I was young. My last name is actually Stewart, and the name Cheryl Stewart just never really felt like it fit me, so I wanted to choose a pseudo last name, so I went with Quinn since Harley Quinn is so close to my heart. And I work at USA Today. I am a web developer and also a freelance video game journalist, and I am obsessed with keyboards. I make my own custom keyboard keycaps for mechanical keyboards, and I really am a huge Red Sox fan, and obviously, like, I play a lot of video games, and I'm really into DC Comics. I think that's it. Oh, I'm really into physics too, actually. I'm like, wait, and I'm into some animes too. I don't know. You can just cover so many bases, and I love makeup.
Well, that's another reason, yeah. You're a Harley Quinn fan and a makeup fan, so you're a woman after my own heart, like. Awesome. So we have a bunch of questions that came in that will allow us to get to know you better, things that you like, and so on and so forth. We're going to start out with a question. Christian Puente. I didn't get a Twitter or anything like that. I just have a name. So he says, in 2015, I'm finally going to attend some cons. I'm already set for PAX South, but if you have to recommend one more con, what would it be? So I've never been to any cons, and I know if Amanda was here, she'd probably say PAX East. I've never been to a con.
That's so sad.
I know.
That's so fun.
I know, and I want to, like, wear my outfit and everything and go and be a con person, but I haven't yet. So this next year, hopefully.
Gosh. You know, one con that I haven't been to is Comic-Con, and I feel like as far as if I could pick one thing that I could go to, that would probably be the thing that I would want to go to, only because that would be, I feel like that's like the biggest for, like, as far as like covering all your bases goes. Like, there's comics, there's anime, there's TV, there's video games. It's just like kind of like everything, and it's in San Diego, and it's really, really fun, and
it's the quintessential con.
Exactly. It kind of just covers everything.
Yeah.
And I actually went to DreamHack this year in Sweden, and that was just in and of itself, like, just an experience, and that's been my favorite thing that I've ever done. But I think part of that was because I got to travel out of the country as well.
Nice.
What did they have at that con?
I spent most of the time in the Twitch lounge, but they had Hearthstone, they had Dota, they had Infinite Crisis, which is the MOBA that is based on the DC universe, and they had some leagues there, and just, I mean, it's just basically a ton of streamers and gamers, and they all get together and have this gigantic LAN party, and it is a just absolute blast, and you're in another country, which is fun, and people actually sleep at DreamHack in halls. I stayed in a hotel, of course, but yeah, it's a really, really cool experience, and by day 4 it's kind of smells, but but it's really, really fun.
I think if it's any PC sort of con, it's just gonna smell a little bit by day 4, especially if there's a massive LAN party. So I've been excited.
Where everybody's sleeping there and no one's showering.
Yeah, they're staying up 24/7. Like at QuakeCon, which is also in Texas. So he said he wanted to go PAX South, which is in San Antonio. So QuakeCon, if you just wanted to stay in the Texas area, QuakeCon, of course, happens. It's not super big, but if you're super into LAN parties or those sort of things, you can go to, and especially so you have a lot of Bethesda things. But when I was there, I just remember them selling like Red Bull everywhere, and people had like massive pallet. Someone had brought like an entire pallet of Red Bull, and I was just like, "What are you doing?" But I guess if that's your thing, go for it. But I think I'd definitely like, get a hotel.
Like, I've never been to a con, obviously, but I went to a festival last week, the Gilroy Garlic Festival, and they were giving out free 5-hour energies. Now, I don't know why you would give out 5-hour energies in the middle of a 100-degree field with people consuming garlic everywhere. It just doesn't seem like logical to me. But I mean, is that normal thing at like cons and events and stuff like that to just give away free energy drinks?
Yeah, I know, because it's just such a good promotional time.
And soda, like energy drinks, soda, like especially Red Bull, because they do have an esports team. It makes sense that they definitely want to be involved and like make sure that people are up all night because of their products. Like,
it's like, look how good it works.
Gaming.
That's just so weird to me because I'm so used to like going somewhere like a theme park or whatever, and the energy drinks are like $12. I just can't fathom them giving away stuff like that for free. But apparently it happens, and I witnessed it, and it was. I'm good. You know, I'm already sweating over here. I don't need heart palpitations along with dehydration. That's just not going to happen.
I mean, I don't think that would taste
thinking that way.
Yeah.
Maybe if they had like a new
Bull.
flavor, like a garlic 5-hour energy drink.
No, how about not?
Actually, the garlic ice cream was
for BuffyCon.
the garlic ice cream. I was told to try it was actually fantastic. Like, you think it would be disgusting, but it wasn't.
You know,
Great.
I really like to cook too. That's something I didn't mention. There's so many things about me. It's just so many things. But,
join the club of girls that like to do many things.
I started making like savory desserts because I don't really have much of a sweet tooth, and I kind of moved that into. There was this this breakfast risotto I had at this hotel that it was kind of like a bananas Foster, but it was so sweet. It was good, but it was so sweet it wasn't really for me. And I was like, I want to make something like this, so I made what's hollandaise, the eggs Benedict, yeah, but I made it like as a risotto, so I used the hollandaise and the rice, and then I put prosciutto in it instead of ham, and then some kale, and then the poached egg, and then a little more hollandaise sauce with some like Dijon, and I was like, this is the most greatest thing I have ever made. Like, it was so good. I should be on MasterChef. Like,
yeah, sign me up for that, please. Thank you.
Savory desserts, like, people don't expect them to be good because they always sound weird. Like, if you've ever had, like, a popcorn Jelly Belly, you're like, I don't want any of your savory desserts. That's gross. But then you're like, don't expect that nasty flavor. Like, it's actually really good. And it's kind of a weird, like, sensation because, like, you're expecting something sweet and then you get something savory instead.
And usually if they've made it, then it probably works somewhere. It works for somebody. So.
Right. Well, you can't always assume that.
Yeah. I mean,
Jelly Belly is making some pretty gross.
Okay,
gross
yeah, that's its own game zone.
Yeah, I know.
Those are
all right. So one of my friends goes to cons all the time, and she's actually headed to one this August, at the end of August, Dragon Con in like Georgia or something. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
where
she loves that one. This is like her 3rd time going, and she thinks it's the greatest thing ever. So I mean, I haven't been to one, but if I'm going to suggest one that's not your traditional PAX or Comic-Con, I would suggest that one because of the many great stories I've heard from her.
And that's, I think, in a month?
Yeah.
The end of August? Yeah.
Yeah, next month. I think it's like the 17th or something. It was the same weekend as Tough Mudder in Tahoe. But yeah, so like, yeah. But she loves those. And she met the Vampire Diaries cast there last year, and she loves them, which is great. So yeah, she just said it was a lot more low key than any of the bigger cons she's gone to because she's gone to Comic-Con. She used to work at Disney, and she's gone to Comic-Con before, and she said it was a lot more low key, a lot more just space to roam around since there's not that many people. But there is still the amount of celebrity that you want to see and the amount of cool people, and so.
Yeah, there's always also little conventions that go through places too. You just got to keep an eye out for them. So I know Dallas has a Comic-Con sort of thing, and it's really small, but they bring like really cool people to them. So I think, who was it? I think they had Matt Smith. Maybe not Matt Smith. But anyways, I I think it was Amy Pond. I forgot Karen Gilligan. They had her and some other people at the Dallas convention, and you could go meet people like that. So I mean, keep your eye out if you want to do something a bit smaller, and a little bit more personal. But another one in Texas. I keep bringing up Texas because I'm pretty sure he's from Texas, especially if he's going to PAX South. Is Acon, which is the big anime convention in Dallas, and that is tons of fun. The dealers
That just
room.
sounds like a convention around Akon the rapper. Like,
Yeah. So yeah. So it's it's spelled similar to it's A and then KON. So.
oh, it is. Oh my God, that's how he spells it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just like.
That's funny.
So you mean the rapper? No, anime.
No.
Yeah.
An Akon con, an Akon.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
it's
funny.
really cool. They have a lot of really cool events that go on. And usually, I remember a few nights they had like a rave. Like at night they'll have really cool party sort of things, and they had like a masquerade and an anime masquerade or something. So it's a lot of really cool things, especially if you're into anime at all. Check that one out. And they have some video game things, but it's not super big. We're just like little tournaments, but.
I just started watching anime actually in the past couple of years, and I guess I've never really made time to watch a whole lot of TV because I used to watch so much, and so I got rid of cable because I was literally spending so much time like wrapped up in all of these like stories and shows that I was like, I literally don't have time to do anything because all I'm doing is watching TV. So I kind of like stayed away, and then I had watched just a whole bunch in the last couple of years, and I'm like super into it. And it's such an easy thing because you can kind of like if you have 5 hours to kill, you can watch, you know, like a whole bunch of episodes, or if you only have like 20 minutes here and there, like it's nice because you can get like, you know, a whole thing. You don't have to watch like an hour at a time.
Yeah, and then also an awesome thing is that some of the shows are super short. Like Fully Cooley FLCL is like 6 episodes. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I should watch that one.
Yeah, it's really good too. So if you're into anime, that's definitely something to check out. But yeah, anime is super short sometimes. Unless you're watching One Piece, then you're in 600 episodes already. So.
Oh, jeez.
Or like Bleach.
Yeah.
There's
Bleach
some
is
that I
like
haven't
200.
watched, and I feel like I could never start to watch it. Like I watched Steins Gate, and I felt like that took forever. It is, but I felt like it took forever because it was so far behind. And the reason I watched it is because I actually watched Chaos Head first, which is kind of like the prequel. It's not a real prequel,
Kinda,
but like
yeah.
kind of like it. And I watched that, and I loved it so much. And that was a really short one. And so I was like, well, I guess now I have to watch Steins Gate because everybody's telling me to watch it, and so I did. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's probably super worth it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's a really good easy anime for people to get into too. Like if you're not an anime person, that's a really good.
Okay, wait, what is this called? Because I'm not an anime person. You know that about me, Miranda.
Yeah, it's more real. So there's elements, like, you know, real elements where they're messaging each other on, you know, cell phones and stuff, and then they have social media and web forums. So like there's a lot of common elements that you can relate to, and then they're just kind of a group of friends kind of thing. And it's not too, sorry, my cat keeps jumping up, and we're not having that today.
But likes to join every episode, just so you know, Cheryl.
She does. Yeah, she's our little mascot sometimes.
Little mascot, yeah.
Yeah, but it just has a really good sense of realism that changes into a little bit more fantasy, but flow, and it's paced in a way that I feel is a little bit more acceptable, because I feel like the problem with some animes is that they're just so anime.
Yeah.
That's what I say. It's like, this is an anime because the characters have that stereotypical, I'm gonna do the best, I'm
Like,
gonna be the very best.
very-
Yeah, that like Naruto pugnacious sort of. I'm
See,
a
I
kind of
can't.
punk,
I haven't watched
yeah.
Naruto.
I can't do
just-
those. We have every
Yeah,
season
just
of
that-
Dragon Ball Z, and you can be for sure that I'm not the one that watches it.
that yelling like over the top character. Yeah, like you don't.
Yeah.
Everything's a little bit more subtle and it feels a lot more put together, and the characters feel a lot more identifiable. So I feel like
What was the name of it?
it's called Steins Gate. It's time travel elements. So
Isn't it on? I think it might be on Hulu now.
If it's on
think
Hulu,
so.
then
It might
you have
be.
a shot.
If
at me
it's not,
actually
it's
watching
definitely
this.
on. If it's definitely on Funimation, which you don't have to pay for. And then actually now,
Yeah.
I think you can watch Crunchyroll on your devices without a subscription now. Like, you used to have have a subscription to watch it on like iPad and stuff, but I don't think you have to anymore. And that's where I watch most of my animes. But
yeah, Crunchyroll's awesome.
yeah, did you watch No Game No Life?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, you have to watch it. It's so good. It's amazing. It's so funny, and just, it's not like, it doesn't really have any like real elements to it, like I mean, I guess a little bit. I don't want to give too much away.
Is it kind of like a slice of life?
It's kind of like SAO without the element that you're stuck in a world and people die in real life. But it's I'm scared to say anything because I don't want to give anything away. I just want to say it's really good, and there's a lot going on, and it's definitely more fantasy than anything else. Like, the stuff would never happen, but the way that it's presented is really interesting, and the characters are just so funny. But then you also really like enjoy them as well. Like, there's drama, but then there's comedy, and it just kind of like wraps up all of this stuff into one, and you're just like, this is so good. And I got to the last episode, and I realized it was the last episode until the next season, and I was so upset. I was like, why? Like, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, I feel like so the problem with anime is that sometimes I feel like some seasons are way too short. Like, it feels, the last few episodes feel super rushed. Because, like, oh, we have to conclude the season, but we spent half of the middle season just kind of lollygagging around.
Right, and then there's, some of them are really short and they leave you hanging, and then they never come back. Like, Attack on Titan, where are you? Like, I need to know what's in that basement, and I will never find out.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're still putting out the manga, though, so if you read the manga, it's really good.
Well,
I'm quite a few chapters behind. It's different, though, yeah.
And yeah, like Claymore. I don't know if you've read or watched Claymore.
I watched like the first few episodes. I have to go back to it. I know it's super
so good, but it doesn't really. I mean, it sort of ends, but the end of the animated version is different. They kind of like, they're linear, and then they kind of like branch off, and then you're like, wait, what just happened? So, and that's actually the only one that I've ever read besides the beginnings of Attack on Titan. But I just like have so much going on that I'm like, I don't have time. I just want to watch something, and I already have to read the shit on the screen. Like, just give it to me.
Yeah, I feel like, though, if you read the manga, it usually goes by a lot faster than the anime. So I guess it's way quicker to read a chapter of manga than it is to watch an episode of anime. So maybe if you do want to hack through a story pretty quick, it's not a bad option.
That's true.
If you ever want to find out what's in that basement.
Yeah.
I need to know. Like, it's a problem. I watched that probably like a year and a half or 2 years ago, and I still I'm like, what's in that basement? I gotta know.
I'll draw it out for you. I'll draw out what happens. I like animate it. I put it in
animate it for me. Okay. We'll put it on YouTube. You'll be famous.
Yeah, guys, I finished Attack on Titan. Don't worry, I got you. Without the weird pacing issues, but have you watched any of the anime from this season? This new season of animes? Have you watched anything?
Other than, I mean, No Game No Life is new, and I watched that. But
have you watched Sailor Moon Crystal? Because I noticed you had a Sailor Moon figure. I think
I have a bunch of Sailor Moon stuff. That's like, when somebody asked me if I had ever watched anime before, I'm like, yeah, I've watched one. I watched when I was growing up, and they're like, oh, Naruto? I'm like, no. Dragon Ball Z? No.
A little more cultured than that, thank you.
What was it? I'm like, Sailor Moon.
Okay,
it's the best one. Yeah,
I loved her. People came in front of me. They're like, that's not real anime. I'm like,
but yeah, it is.
Whatever. It's a cartoon.
I told you that. I'll fight them. I will fight them.
Whoa, Miranda.
Dudes at work.
Bad. No, it is a real anime. It's just different. It's a magical girl show.
Now I know how to tick you off.
Yeah, don't miss a Sailor Moon. Or Pikachu.
You don't mess with Sailor Moon or Pikachu. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's off limits. That's
ways to get on a girl's bed.
Zone.
So yeah, I haven't watched any of the new stuff. I've been meaning to, but I wanted to finish No Game No Life because I really really liked it, and then there's a new season of is it SAO? Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Sword
season
Art
2.
Online. Okay, yeah, the season 2 of that, and I want to start watching that, but I want to be far enough behind that if I want to watch 3 episodes, I don't get to the end and be like, why did I do this again?
Yeah, I think they have like 3 or 4 episodes out right now. I haven't been too into it. I watched the first episode, and it was just like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it, but we'll see. I'll probably go back. There's some better shows that are out.
See, and
especially
that's why I
there's only
feel like
2 episodes out.
I feel like it's sometimes like if you like, because they'll have like episodes where it's kind of like, I don't know if I'm into this, but that's why like I'm like I need to see another one so I can like stay hooked.
Right. Yeah. Some of them just take a few episodes to get set or to find its pacing. So
Awesome.
you'll get there.
So
I hope that's what happens with that show.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go into another question. So, friend of the show, Justin Das at Jushin on Twitter, wants to know, what are your thoughts on the 2 Halo shows coming out? Too much Halo or just enough Halo?
I always want Halo in my life. That is my answer.
I don't like the game Halo, but I've liked the Halo movie.
Get out of here, Nikki.
You know what, Miranda?
I
Your
don't wanna hear
anime
this
can
hate.
suck it.
Get this hater attitude out of here, please.
Did I just not say that I like the movies? Come on, okay? I'm getting there.
Did you ever watch Red vs. Blue?
No.
I've watched some of it.
Okay,
I haven't watched all of it, unfortunately.
To me, like, I have so much trouble wrapping my head around watching shows that are based on Halo just because, like, Red vs. Blue was, like, all I watched for, like, a long time. It was, like, that and Strong Bad Email. That was, like, the only stuff that I watched. And so I'm like, I realize not the same genre, but I'm like, if you can't measure up to Red vs. Blue for me, then I'm gonna have a problem. But I actually I love Halo, and when I was in high school, we had a PlayStation, but for some reason it wasn't working for a while, and so all I played was Xbox. And I played Halo and I played Amped, and those were the only 2 games I played. And like,
so good.
all I had purple marks like on my thumb. Like, I don't know if you guys have this is like the mark of shame, like the PC gamer mark of shame, like from
I'm getting
mouse.
that.
It's so bad. Mine
Yeah.
doesn't look that bad today, but usually it's like red and like looks all like blistered, and people are like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
When I'm into a game, my ring fingers on the control side, because I hold like that.
And you're like all calloused.
Yeah, my fingers get like pushed in, so I have like an indentation because I'm like, holding on so hard.
I remember one time I had stayed up all night playing Halo. I had a friend. Do you remember like before there was the internet for your consoles?
Yeah, before
I
Xbox
stayed up,
Live.
right, but we used to be able to network Xboxes together. So I would go over to my friend Sean's house, and we would all do that. And one night we stayed up like all night, like drinking energy drinks, and we had school the next day. And I got in so much trouble. And I had this math teacher who hated me because I was smarter than him, and I would always correct him in class. And he would get so mad. He'd be like, "Why don't you teach the class?" I'm like, "I think I would do a better job." But I went into class. I went into class, and I had the bruises on my thumb because, you know, like the first generation Xbox controller, the buttons were like triangular almost, and they were that really, really super hard plastic. And I had like purple indents on my thumbs from like just going so hard all night. And we had a pop quiz, and I couldn't hold my pencil because it hurt so bad. And I asked him if I could go to my locker to get like a grip or something for it. And he was like, "Why?" I was like, "Because my fingers really hurt." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "They're bruised." And he's like, "From what?"
It doesn't matter.
That's not being a nerd.
Don't ask me questions about my personal life. It's none of your business. People are like, "You were doing what all night?" and I play EverQuest. No one likes me. I have no friends.
So we have our other host joining in. Amanda just got here. Say hi, Amanda.
Hi.
So we're just in the middle of talking about Justin's question. The 2 Halo shows coming out. Too much or not enough? So we just started talking about Halo. That's where we are.
So okay. Yeah.
So I mean, have you guys seen Forward Unto Dawn?
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah. Okay. So not being a Halo gamer, I thoroughly loved Forward Unto Dawn. I thought it was fantastic. Good story. If these new shows or anything like that, or continuation, or even like the same kind of thing going on, I would love like a live action Halo. I mean, because I don't play it because I don't enjoy. You know me. Xbox don't. Yeah. We'll not get into that. Don't look at me like that.
No.
So, I mean, if I can watch it and still be a part of it, I think that's great because, I mean, I loved Forward Unto Dawn. It was fantastic. I should go back and watch that again, actually. That was pretty good. So I'm totally for it. That's me.
Right, so we don't know much about Steven Spielberg's show, like his Halo show, but we have gotten our first trailer for Halo Nightfall, which is going to link Halo 4 to Halo 5, and that looks pretty kick-ass. Like, if you haven't seen the trailer, I highly recommend you go look at it, especially if you're into Forward Unto Dawn, because it has a lot of that same feel to it, but better. I don't know.
That'll definitely be something that I look into because I thoroughly enjoyed Forward Unto Dawn. It was fantastic. Like, if I ever get the chance or get the energy to start the Halo series, like, I might because of that movie because it was so fantastic.
Maybe one day I will show you the path.
Maybe one day.
Master Chief.
Well, but I feel like to play Halo, like, you have to like that style of game, I guess.
Yeah,
and
but I only gave it one shot, and it was multiplayer with a few other guys that had been playing Halo.
That's the most fun!
Yeah, but I wasn't evolved as an evolved gamer as I am now, and I didn't know what I was doing.
You weren't as cultured.
I wasn't as cultured, yeah, that's true. So maybe I just needed to get around the PlayStation block before I give
that controller. It has some
that's my problem, is I hate the Xbox controller so much with a passion I can't handle
Does anybody like the Xbox controller? That's my question.
I love it.
Miranda.
Really? I feel like
Miranda
I've been
and I
learning
are
about
like-
it for like the past 10 years.
Miranda and I are like
they never do.
Okay, so the Duke original Xbox controller, yeah, that was heavy. It's big. It was sucky. But the new ones, they're perfection.
Okay. Well, then maybe I'll give the new one a shot. But the 360 one,
I still don't like the new one. I'm still not happy.
The grips on the thumbsticks are so good.
But you know what? Maybe part of that is because I've become such like a PC gamer that's like my thing now. It's like I'm so used to just having this like super comfortable like ergonomic like setup.
Mouse keyboard.
And I go back to the controller. I'm like, meh.
I'm a firm believer in the like you become accustomed to what you've been using for so long. So I started out with PlayStation, and that's what I've been used to for my entire life. Literally, like, that's all that I'm good with. I mean, I don't like the other ones. They don't feel right.
I had
natural.
I had a PS2, and I just didn't. I don't know. It just feels wrong. Like, I mean, it does make sense that if you
it feels so right.
You used to when you got used to holding the wrong thing, you just adapt.
You know what? These are low blows we're taking here. And I've got some Pikachu.
Can we please not make this Xbox versus PlayStation?
I'm just
the second gen controller. That controller was shitty.
No, the real shit controller here.
How about we go back to the OG
Nintendo
Nintendo controller?
Okay, then.
The one where you had to have 3 hands to use it?
Like,
yeah,
with my hands, I don't know. Why is this
clearly you are all holding it wrong. They want you to play co-op with friends. You each get to hold a side, and then instead of having 2 controllers, you just have one, and everyone grabs on.
Okay, you need to hold the middle and then the right hand side.
Yes.
Why is there a left hand?
It never feels right because you're like, okay, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. This kind of feels right-ish, but then I have like, okay, my controller like has a third leg, if you know what I'm saying, and it's a little weird.
It's awkward.
Who designed that? Like, what are you doing with your life?
A man designed that.
Oh, I know what this needs.
Watch a girl play this.
Now it's better. We're gonna confuse the hell out of them. 10 years, 15 years from now, they're gonna be asking, what the hell do I do with this third part?
Throw it away. You throw the whole controller away, okay?
You get an emulator for your PC, and then you use the GameCube controller instead.
Which is your favorite controller? So I love my Sony products. Like it's not that I hate it. I just don't get along with the PlayStation controller. We're just not friends. It's okay. It happens.
That's fine, because
But
it's not me.
you know, no, it's not you.
I'm here for it.
It's just yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's got support.
You weren't meant to
But
be.
no, we weren't. It's fine. That's why I have my PS3.
I don't like the new PlayStation controller as much as the old one. I feel like when I held it in my hand, like it felt a little more comfortable. I mean, I have like really small hands, like for my size, and so I don't know if that has something to do with it because they made it a little more like boxy. I feel like, and less, I don't know, like curvature to my hand, and that could be just because I was used to holding a certain way. But I've always hated the Xbox controller, every single one, and I liked the Xbox. I'm not an Xbox hater. I've liked Xbox. I love every single game console I've ever had.
Yeah.
But really, the PlayStation controller is the only one I ever felt like super comfortable with, and maybe the GameCube controller probably would be the other one that I felt like that was a good one. But the PlayStation 1 controller, man, I played Crash Bandicoot like nonstop all the time. And I never had
finger
any
dents in my PS1
like,
controller, like
purple dents in my thumbs from, playing that all night. So
see, I think I like the new PlayStation controller, the PS4, as compared to PS3 or PS2 or 1.
really?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I
mainly
have to agree.
It's the R1, R2 that I like more. It's got that curve into it, and it
out a
holds.
controller.
Yeah.
I do pink. This is my old one. This is PS3, but it's got that nice like curve on it that your fingers just rest so nicely in. I do disagree with the joysticks. I don't like they're falling apart. It's pointless.
That's pretty bad.
I know. Well, the only cool thing is now I want to find hot pink finger grips. So
Do it. Do
I'm going
it. And
to.
they sell them. Oh god, I've been wanting to make like. My problem is when I start to do like a project, I like want to complete the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, I really want a custom PlayStation 4 controller, and then like, okay, but then I also need a custom PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2, and then I also need a custom Xbox One, and then I'm like, okay, well, but then I also have my emulator, and I have all these controllers for that, so I need custom ones of those, and then I'm like, I just spent mentally like $2,000.
Yeah. See, I like to match.
What am I doing?
So my PS3 has this nice pink leopard print design on it. The PS3 and the controller does.
I like
found
that.
the same print for a PS4 controller. Fantastic.
Oh,
So excited.
God.
So I have a cooler thing that I got recently from my boyfriend.
Is it
because-
Pikachu? Please tell me it's
No.
Pikachu. Oh damn.
No, but I did get this from my ex-boyfriend for my birthday, but you know.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was special edition, so that was cool. But most recently, my new companion, and my most important companion, is my Dota mouse. So it's got the little Dota thing on the bottom. So that's my most important thing right now.
Can we all show our mice? I have a Phoenix one right now.
Oh,
What if you don't have a mouse?
Yeah, mine is attached. So
Yeah, mine's on my MacBook right here.
Like, where's your gaming peripheral?
It's big and it's silver.
Oh, my dog is joining. You want to meet her?
yeah, I've already seen Ari today. She's
Yeah,
done.
Ari gets in all the time. Why not bring another special guest in here?
Come here, special guest.
Come here. Oh, look at that puppy.
She's a
For all
she's
of
a
you
corgi.
listening, how cute.
She's a one. Her name is Rosie. My daughter named her after the girl dog in Air Bud, Rosebud. So she's Rosie. And she's a little sweetie.
Oh, so cute. So this means you all have to go to our YouTube channel and watch this video because this is a
See the cuteness of the
really
dog.
cute
Yep.
dog.
Yep.
Who doesn't love a corgi? Oh, so cute.
Maybe someone will make a gif of her licking my face. If you make gifs, I'm too lazy. But if you make gifs, can you make me a gif of my dog licking me? I'll put it on my Twitter.
If someone makes gifts and they watch the show and they haven't been making gifts before, I'm going to find you, and I'm not going to be very happy because there's been moments on this show that we needed gifts for, and we haven't had them. You've been warned.
Oh. I, for one, appreciate you all for listening. So
Oh no, I love you for listening. Appreciate it. Yeah, just you're a gift maker. We need one or two. Come on. All right. So now that we're all here, actually, I wanted to bring something up that is super near and dear and special to all four of us here today, and I know Samantha will feel the same. It's National Lipstick Day,
Yay!
just so you know. All the boys out there. We are all wearing fantastic lipstick, from pinks to reds, and it's a day that lives in our hearts forever.
It's also National Chicken Wing Day
Oh my
and
God.
National Lasagna Day and a few other things.
But most
Lipstick
importantly,
Day is
it's
I'm
National
actually gonna
Lipstick
look it
Day.
up.
Yeah,
We are the mascots for today because we are the lipstick nerds, okay? It is our
this
day
is our
today.
day.
They are
Also Greg
celebrating us.
Miller's. Also Greg Miller, who
Also
enjoys
Greg.
food.
We'll share it with him only because it's Greg.
That's what I
so-
said when he announced obviously that it was National Chicken Wing Day, and I was like, also known as National Greg Miller Day.
Basically. All right, so we have another question, and it's tailored towards a certain person in the group. Andrew Taylor at ADD Andy would like to know, what is your favorite game and why is it Dota? Pretty sure this is all your
That'd be
question,
fun.
Miranda.
I don't know. I only bring it up on every podcast show or whatever, anything I'm on. So.
Right? I mean, I don't know how he knows that's your favorite
Okay,
game.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why is Dota your favorite game as opposed to another MOBA? What
So-
sets Dota apart for
She
you?
goes through MOBAs, though.
Yeah, I play a lot. So it's not that I just play Dota. So like tonight, I was actually after this, I'm gonna go play League with a bunch of friends because I want to play League of Legends.
You should add me.
Yeah. My cat's name is Ari. So you know.
Oh, my
So-
friend's dog name is Ari too. That's funny. You guys
Well,
are-
they could be twins, but not because she's a cat. Speaking of the devil, but
Oh, the kitty.
but yeah, I don't know. I go through a lot of different MOBAs, so it's not just Dota, but Dota's one where my friend's at, and two, it's a lot more competitive, and I really enjoy that. So, that's so cool.
See my headset?
Yes, Sona. It's pretty bad.
I actually I made a keycap. I'm not done with it yet, but I'm working on it. But this is modeled after her arcade.
Oh, sweet.
So I still need to paint the rainbow down here, but
Oh, so awesome.
I made this. Woo, I'm so cool.
That's what you made.
Somebody's
Watch the
on
video,
Pinterest.
guys.
Oh wait, she's actually on this too. I'm obsessed. Oh god.
So I think I know who you like to play on League of Legends. I think I know your favorite champion. Maybe.
Yeah.
But
I'm
Yeah,
still
she
confused
is.
as to who it
And
is.
she's getting updates. She's getting updates, which is really cool. But yeah,
So-
back to you. Sorry.
yeah, so it's her name's Soda, and she's kind of badass, and she's like a support. She's got like her music. Her theme's kind of like a music theme. She's really cool, hence the name Sona. But anyways, yeah. So Dota isn't my favorite game per se. Like I have a list of favorites. I can't just pin down one because there's just so many types of games. You can't just say, oh yeah, this is my
Yeah.
number one favorite.
Mhm.
So obviously Dota 2 is a big favorite of mine. BioShock, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Modern Warfare 2, Halo, anything.
I think
they all
it's
get
just
it. They all win.
happens with all of us do it. Like whenever I play a game and I'm in love with it, that's my game for right then.
Yeah.
Like that's it. And it just so happens that you're more vocal about it than all of us, and you
Especially-
play them all the time.
Especially lately, because I've invested like over 100 hours into this game, and I have almost over almost over 100 matches. If not, no, I have well over 100 matches. Just kidding. I'm dumb. I can't do math. But I've just put so much time into it recently that it's just hard not to talk about. And also, there's been a lot of Dota news as of late because they just had their massive international.
Mhm.
And then I'm about to have my tournament starting this weekend that I have with like the games industry people. So there's been a lot to talk about. So that's kind of why I've been discussing it a lot lately. But it is definitely one of my favorite games. So
Awesome.
what about you guys?
Well, it's I feel like it's like hard to say, just like you said, you know, like it's hard to pin down like what your favorite game is. I feel like I have like my icons from like my childhood, which you know, like obviously Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is like just absolutely. I mean, and really that whole series. For me, Crash Bandicoot, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 specifically. The
Spyro was big for me. I flippin' love Spyro.
Spyro was amazing, like icon of childhood, and actually the Tomb Raider series for me, like. I mean, I've played all of them. I've played the top-down Guardian of Light. Like, I love those games. And that was such an exciting thing for me to get 2 more announcements for 2 more Lara Croft games because I love her. And if I ever start cosplaying, it's going to be Harley Quinn and Lara Croft. Like, those are my That's all I'm going to do. Like, just those 2 things. And I'd say that those games are probably all my favorites. But then, like, lately, like, I mean, I played EverQuest in high school, like, obsessively. Like I had one of the biggest guilds I was the leader of on the Nameless server. I actually started getting into development because I wanted my guild website my guild to have a website because there were so many people interested in joining it, and there was a limit on the number of people that could be in your guild, so it kind of had to be like exclusive and selective. So I right clicked on a web page and I viewed the source, and then I like learned how to do it, and then other people started asking me to do it for them, and it kind of like got into that, and then so that was probably my favorite game in like the late junior high and high school, and then besides Halo and Amped, like those were the 2 games I played a lot. And then I started playing. Actually, I didn't start playing WoW until Cataclysm, and the only reason is because Christine Steimer, like she's my best friend from high school, she had to play it for some reason, and she like she bought it for me, and I was like this EverQuest elitist where I was like, I'm not gonna play WoW. It's just a copycat of my game. Like, that game sucks. And then she got it for me, and I literally like. She didn't even finish leveling her character, and I had like 4 level 85s. Like, she's like, okay, you weren't even gonna play this game, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening to me. And now I have like 12 level 90s, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And then I got really into League after, and the reason I like Sona so much is because my favorite character on WoW was a Disc Priest to play in PvP and Arena. So the closest thing to that was Sona, so like that's what I identified with. And I feel like in a game like League or Dota, like it's so complicated, and even if you're playing with friends, like it's so hard to learn that you kind of like you have to find something right away that you feel like kind of connected
that you can gravitate to.
Yeah, right. And you feel kind of comfortable on, and like Sona was that for me. So I literally have like 70% of my games are so bad. Like, it's so bad. Even in normals, like, it's probably, like, most of them, just because, like, she's, like, my go-to, and I really like her, and she's getting buffed. I'm really excited about it. And then the other game I've been playing a lot is Hearthstone, which I haven't gotten Legend yet, but I've gotten to rank 1, and I need to get on getting Legend, but I don't know, I keep, like, giving up, like, when I'm, like, rank 1 5 stars, and I'm like, I can't do this, I'll lose every game, and I want to stay rank 1, so I just, like, stay there.
So I downloaded Hearthstone, but then I played a Dota, so that's what happened. Like I downloaded it whenever I started getting back into Dota, and it was Dota 1. But I really want to get back into it because I know it's loved by a lot of people. But whenever I stream it, though, because I want to stream it, I only want to play with cute cards. Like that's my rule. I don't care if they're good. Or if it makes me lose.
You're not gonna do very well because some of the cutest cards are not very good.
Yep, that is my objective for the game because I wasn't too into it when I was playing, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna have fun with this and just fuck around. So
you just name your decks like really cute names and then like put all the cute
Starshine.
cards in there.
Sparkle glitter.
It's like that's like My Little Pony card set.
I could probably make that happen.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, don't doubt my powers, Nikki. That's good. So, Amanda, we know about most of your games, but remind us.
I always pick the same games. Whatever. At least I'm consistent.
My list is just growing. Everyone's just growing. It's fine.
So yeah, BioShock series. Ocarina of Time, because I grew up with Ocarina of Time, like every other kid ever, and I knew how to use the controller.
Okay, you know what?
Wow. That was a big smack.
I knew how to use the controller. I was just fine. I beat the game.
Okay?
I beat it faster than all the boys at my school.
And Persona, of course.
Persona!
Yep.
Yay.
Oh my god, I didn't even like bring that game up, man. It's a good game.
It is a good game. Nikki,
I think.
Yeah.
throwing the torch
Yeah.
to you.
Back in the day, it was Crash Bandicoot Warped. It was all about that
Yes.
game. That's my history right there. And then I gave up games for a while, like in junior high and high school, because it like wasn't cool for girls to play games.
That's a mistake.
Aww.
Well, those were the friends I had, and I only had a few friends, so
Yeah,
I
but
kind of
think
had to
about
keep
how
the ones
cool
I
you'd
had.
be now. Like, if you were talking about
I
this, you'd
know.
be so much cooler.
Now I'm a loser here too.
No.
And then I'm gonna go.
At least you're not alone.
Right. Yeah, you losers too. I'm gonna go with God of War because that's what got me back into being a nerd. Is the first one. It was fantastic. I loved it. And then my favorite game that's just like in general that I will always and forever love is Assassin's Creed 2.
Nice.
That's my BioShock. It is.
I just started playing. I have like over 100 games on Steam, and I've probably played like 15 games on Steam. So like I'm trying to get through. One of the games I had was Assassin's Creed Liberation HD. So I just started playing that, and it is.
That's the only one that I haven't played because I refuse to play it until I have my own Vita. So I will. I'm buying the Vita
I
in the
haven't
next
even
like 2 months.
I like still have it open. I just keep tabbing back to it and like playing because it's so.
Yeah. It was fantastic and I love it and it's what got me hooked on the whole series. So that's my game now. That's my Dota, that's my BioShock. That's mine. So all right, we're gonna switch up to another subject. There was a big controversy going on Twitter yesterday. I don't know if any of you saw it.
Oh man.
Huge argument over who the hottest Batman was. And I'm very sorry that I started this argument because it was all about me watching Batman Begins. And then Mr. George Loftus at GB Loftus on Twitter, he sent in this question after our 2-hour debate yesterday. And he says, can you ladies rank the Batman in order of physical attractiveness? At Harley Quinn 103, rustled some feathers.
Number 1 is George Clooney. If any of you say otherwise, you are wrong. I'm sorry, but your opinion is wrong because George Clooney is number 1.
He's
Like,
tied at number 1 for me with Affleck because Ben Affleck's hot and George Clooney's
I
always
haven't
been
even
hot.
counted him yet because I haven't actually seen him.
True,
Like,
but I know how hot he is, and I
Batman.
saw his jaw and that chin in the picture, and he just looks.
okay, yeah, he did look good, but I feel like so much of it because like look at like Pirates of the Caribbean, like Johnny Depp is so hot in that because he plays this drunk pirate so insanely well that it's just kind of like super attractive. But if you look at him in some of his other movies, you're
Willy
like,
Wonka.
okay,
Oh god.
that's like the most extreme example. But
So
like,
not a hottie
okay,
in
but
that.
in like Fear and Loathing, like he's just kind of gross. Like, and you're like, ew. Like,
Yeah,
no,
he
thank
looks
you. You're such a
homeless.
creepy- Yeah, you're like creepy
Okay.
weirdo.
So
He's
that's
like-
the
But
argument.
it's like not even that an attractive of a guy. Realistically, he's
Yeah.
kind of like feminine-ish. But in Pirates of the Caribbean, I just want to bang him so bad. Like, why? I don't
Adorable.
understand. Right, exactly. So
That's the argument
like
that I
I
was
can't-
posting. That I'm sorry, but Christian Bale looks like a homeless person in every other movie he's in, with the exception of Batman. And he's not that good in Batman because that ugly ass upper lip that he's got has been ticking me off.
and
my
also,
God.
like, he overdoes the raspy voice, like,
Oh my gosh.
I'm Batman. Swear to me. I'm not okay with it. He doesn't make a good Batman.
I'm a
Okay.
smoker.
Wait for him to just. Oh, I'm Batman.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe that's
Number
why George
2?
likes him. George is a smoker.
Okay, number 2 for me is Val Kilmer. Honestly, he is an attractive guy. Like, he's a good-looking guy.
So Val Kilmer was only hot in Batman and in Top Gun, and ever since then, it's been a rapid downfall for him.
He's getting
Downhill.
old, and unlike
Getting
George
old.
Clooney, he hasn't.
He's been old for the last 10 years. He's looked
You know what?
old.
I just watched him in 1995 and Batman Forever, and that's just where he's gonna stay.
That's
for
where he
me.
needs to stay. Yeah, that's where my mindset will always remember him as that.
Okay,
because-
I want to know where you rank Adam West.
Silence.
It's like, oh yeah, Adam West. Whenever I think of Adam West, I always think of him on The Fairly Odd
Family-
Parents.
Oh, okay.
Like on the show. Like he was he played the voice of some really weird.
I
Yeah.
always think of Mayor West from Family Guy.
Oh.
So that's the face that I give Adam West, and that's the attitude that I give him. So I just think of this like creepy, like, oh, I don't know.
If you watch any of the Batmans, in the Batmans from the '60s, like it's really funny because he's just so like the bottom half of his face just does not look that attractive, and it's just like
no. I'm looking at the
Well,
pictures.
your
It's
top
like,
half is
no.
a 9 and your bottom half is a 2. So you're
don't
like a
understand
5.
his selection. But the thing is, I still like not. I think that Bruce Thomas is so unattractive. Like, and he was in Birds of Prey as Batman, and like I think that guy is so unattractive because he just looks like he wants to rape everyone that he's looking at. Like his smile, if you've seen him, like his smile is just so outrageously creepy. Like I'm just like. Ugh, he's like that guy at a party that's like, want to go home with me? And you're like, no, thank you. And you like take the drink.
You're like back in the day, like he could be this hot guy, but that he's like the hot guy that keeps going back to the college parties when he's like, or the high school parties when he's 30.
Right. It's like, hey, ladies.
Yeah, the hot football player that never got a good job and that still is an alcoholic.
Right.
Like that's what he looks like. No.
So harsh.
It's Affleck,
yeah.
Clooney, Kilmer, Keaton, Bale. That's it. That's the list.
I'll just agree with you. I mean,
feel
I
like
Affleck.
Bale is above Keaton, I feel like. And
Yeah.
Keaton was a better Batman, therefore Keaton is higher on the list for me. Because he doesn't look homeless.
He's not that bad, Nikki. He's not
He is.
that bad.
And just to jab more at George, I will always say that he's horrible. Just because I know that it ticks him off and puts like a fire inside. So it makes it funnier for me to say that Bale's the absolute worst.
So
You put Adam West above Bale?
They're kind of tied
No.
because Adam West
No.
reminds me of like a pedophile because of Family Guy.
Oh my gosh.
Can
But
remind you of a pedophile
he's
just
more good looking than Bale. So he's more good looking than Bale, but his attitude is, I don't know.
I would choose homeless over pedophile any day.
But he's a good looking pedophile.
Wait, what? What? Amanda, be the voice of reason, please. Save us.
All right, Amanda. What's yours? Give us your list.
Fire.
You've known about this since yesterday.
I know.
You had some time to think.
Yeah, but I'm still thinking about it, I guess. I'm gonna have to pick Clooney as number 1.
Yeah.
He's just an attractive guy, and I don't know.
He just gets better with age, no matter what. Like, he is a damn fine wine, and I would drink that all day.
Or Zachary Levi, wants to come meet me and do some things. Like, you have my Twitter. You can DM me. I follow both of you.
The best pickup line ever.
DM me, I follow
you. Hey. Break it out from here.
Oh my god. Alright, and I guess from there I'm gonna have to go Kilmer and then Bale. And then everyone else I don't really have an opinion on.
Keaton and Affleck, you don't have opinions on them?
I don't like Ben
Affleck.
Affleck.
He's adorable!
I don't like him.
Okay, you need to go watch Armageddon again, and then you'll like him.
Right? If you've watched Armageddon and you don't think that Affleck is one of the sexiest men on the planet, you need to watch it again, okay?
You need to watch it until you think he's sexy.
You need to watch it until you think he's good, because that is
Actually,
one of the most
if
romantic
you could
parts
just-
in that movie.
If you could just rewatch the part when he has like dirt and shit all over his face, like over and over again, that's when he looks really rugged and manly.
Mm-hmm.
Don't watch the part when he's crying. I mean, that's no, but like
So
you're
he
probably
probably
not gonna
needs
think he's
to
hot.
He's a hot crier, though. I mean,
but he still is crying. Like it's not the most flattering thing on a guy.
but he's
You're
still
like
sexy when he does
when
it.
he has like the oil all over his face. Like at the beginning of the movie, he is.
When he's running from
When he's
Bruce Willis with a
on the-
shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Bruce
the
Willis is a
over-
good-looking
and he's
guy,
got like
too.
oil on his face.
I
and
love
stuff.
Bruce
Like,
Willis.
He's
Bruce
all like
Willis
sweaty.
has the Clooney effect. He was hot as a young guy, and he's just a hot older guy now.
I will agree with that.
He's starting to lose
I'm
it
pretty
just a
sure-
little bit, though.
A little bit.
My boyfriend is like, from here up, he's like Bruce Willis. Is from here down, he's like George Clooney. So I'm just like, yeah, those two guys, I could see them like, oh, hey, you're cute.
That's fantastic. All right. So we don't have any more questions.
Question mark?
Wait, did we talk about Comic-Con?
We went over cons in the first thing. Oh, I was gonna ask you that since you missed it. What cons? Because I know you do like PAX and stuff like that, or like PAX East or something, right?
Yes.
No, yeah, East, yeah. So he wanted to know what cons you would suggest, and yeah, if you have any.
He went to PAX, or he's planning on going to PAX South, though, from what I remember, right?
Mhm.
The only con that I go to on a regular basis is PAX East. I'm going to Comic-Con for the first time this year, and I've been to another convention called Too Many Games, which it's in Pennsylvania. So I guess right now all I can really say is have fun at PAX, because I love PAX, and it's probably the best experience. I'd recommend it for anyone, even if you're not a huge gamer, just because the community there is just so welcoming and whatnot. So yeah, I'd say go PAX.
You know, another one I went to that was really fun was South by Southwest. Like, that's not totally centered around games necessarily, but
There's a
if
big
you're
section
That's
in,
more
for
music,
it.
right?
yeah, it's not just music. It's like tech and it's all kinds of stuff, like the movies and lots of other stuff. And I went there when I went there for work, and I probably shouldn't have, but I had a blast. It was an amazing time. I didn't really take away anything from it for my work, but I did have a really, really good time, and it was really cool to like go to all the parties and stuff like that. And then I'm actually also going to BlizzCon, which I forgot to mention earlier. I'm going to BlizzCon this year, and I'm really excited about that.
That's
So.
super exciting and not
Mhm.
easy to get to.
No.
Those tickets sell
I've
fast.
actually gotten really lucky. I've gotten tickets 2 years in a row.
Wow.
I know, and this year they changed it. They used like Eventbrite or whatever it is, instead of their internal system, and it kept like freezing and not working, and then like 15 minutes afterwards, I guess other people must have been having problems too, and then there was like it said that there was like small volume of tickets left, and I got one again, so
Yay.
2 years in a row. I'm a lucky girl.
All right. So it seems like a good place to wrap things up. Amanda, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter or pretty much anything at Wake Up Paramore. And you can also find me working as the community manager for Pulp 365. So come hang out and be a part of Pulp Nation.
Awesome. And Miranda?
You can find me most places on the internet and on your game consoles at Havoc Rose, and that's Havoc with a K. And you can also find my work on IGN, where I write news for them sometimes, so check that out.
Awesome. And Cheryl?
I'm on Twitter at Cheryl Quinn, YouTube Sharetech, Steam is Cheryl Quinn, and yeah, and I'm at USA Today, so you can always tweet at them, and your message will make its way to me.
Awesome. All right, and as always, you can find me at HarleyQuinn103 on Twitter, Instagram, PSN, and every Sunday on the Ridiculous Rants podcast. You can also find us at Lipstick Nerds on Twitter, like our Facebook page, send us questions to lipsticknerdsmlg@gmail.com. This has been episode 14 of the Lipstick Nerds podcast, so thanks for joining us.
Thanks, bye.